Okay, we are here at the Youth Congress in Kassel in Germany, but we are already planning and thinking for the European Youth Congress in Valencia next year. And with me is Sam Leonor, one of our key speakers and chaplain of La Sierra University. And since our Congress is focused on the journey, which we connect with the journey of God, we wanted to just get to know a little bit bits and pieces of your personal journey with God. What is your journey with God? What brings you to this place where you are right now, being a pastor, working for the Lord at La Sierra University?
Yes. So I was raised in Central America, in Nicaragua and Guatemala. My parents were missionaries there doing medical missions. So early on in my life, I got to know what it means to be the tangible hands of Jesus in the world, doing the real work of healing and repairing some of the brokenness in the world. My parents did a good job of teaching me that and teaching me to love Jesus. But it was something that I had been borrowing all my life, borrowing the faith, not really having internalized the faith and made Jesus my own, actually understood what it meant to follow Jesus for myself. Until one day, when I was in college, a youth director like you, Stefan, said to me, come and work with me at a summer camp. And I knew that I was completely unqualified for the work he was asking me to do. So I said no. And he insisted. He said, you're going to work for me this summer. So I said yes, finally. I went, I needed a job, and that summer turned into the greatest pivot in my life. My journey there changed completely. It transformed how I saw the gospel at work in the world. And it happened like this. Every Friday night we would do a play, the great passion play of Jesus. It was the lowest budget possible production. We had sticks where, for a cross, and ketchup instead of real fake blood, and for Jesus hanging on the cross. But every Friday night I saw the power of this story and the gospel changing lives of these kids. I saw lives changed, transformed through this experience. Yeah. One night I actually played the part of Jesus. And I saw firsthand with my eyes how people were being completely transformed by this. And so I knew from that moment, this is my calling. I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. Yeah. So I left that camp still feeling unqualified for the work of ministry, but feeling like the Spirit was going to qualify me. And the miracles that God has worked through having offered my broken and unqualified life to God to do something with it have been absolutely breathtaking.
I see.
Yeah.
So and then with this experience, I like the idea that you played the part of Jesus, like stepping into his shoes. Yeah. And since then, somehow the journey with Jesus kept on. So you went to seminary. What brought you to La Sierra finally?
So when I finally finished college, a church hired me to be a youth pastor. And I loved every moment of it. From there, I went to seminary to study youth ministry. And from there, I got this random call to go to California, which I had never been to. And it was a scary move for my wife and I. But we knew we're gonna trust this call. And we're gonna trust that Jesus is gonna use us wherever he's gonna plant us next. So we went. And we've been there. That's all I've done. My entire adult ministry has been in California at La Sierra University. And I know that every time God calls me, it's going to be always frightening. It's going to be steps of faith, but I want to do it like Abraham did when he heard the voice of God calling. Yeah. I want to say, I'm going to go, even if I don't know exactly how the journey is going to look, I'm going to trust that you're going to give me meaning and joy in this journey, God.
Yeah, and we are very glad that by God's will, your journey will lead you also to Valencia next year.
Yes.
And for everyone coming to Valencia, you will get the chance also to get to know more about Sam Leonor and about the fact that we all are fellow travelers journeying together towards the kingdom to come. So don't miss Valencia 2017.